welcome. On this project we are installing these concrete cloaked verge tiles. They're, in my opinion, a lot better than the UPVC or plastic verges that are so common now, so we've opted to use these on this roof that we're doing. The key here was low maintenance, so we've got this lovely aesthetic, a little bit more traditional looking, a bit more European. So the way that these tiles work is you need to buy a separate fixing kit. They don't come with them. Thank you, Ace.
No worries.
So if you look on the underside at the tail, what you've got is this rail, and then you have these little nylon washers. Each of the perimeter or verge tiles need to be fixed with 2 fixings. So different clips on the market. What you don't really want to be doing is holding anywhere else. So this is quite an ingenious system really that Marley have come up with. I didn't know it existed. We got the tiles from our suppliers, and then I saw the rails and realised that something was amiss. So we contacted them, and apparently nobody's ever bought these additional fixing kits with them. So we had to get them on special order, and I'm just going to show you how that works. So the tile that I've just put in here is already secured at the base, not at the top. It's pretty darn good. So that cannot move. What I'm going to do now is locate this rail to this nylon washer. There is a little bit of fiddling about to do, but you want to locate it to here, and then you're pretty much home run. Also inspecting the tile for any imperfections, because these tiles aren't mass produced. All of the bungalows around this area are concrete pan tiles. We've opted for these Marley Mendips, basically a miniature pan tile but doubled. And then I can actually peek down to make sure that I'm in rat shop. So I'm pretty good there. And I'm actually going to just apply a little bit of pressure and just check that I'm going in where I want to be going in. And again, like I was saying, it is a little bit fiddly. So that's fixed. This one's fixed. This one's now fixed. And they're sat lovely on the verge. So same thing again. I lock that in just to that first part, and then pushing it in and then sliding it down, and we're in. Grab another one of my preloaded specials from my apprentice Ace. Start raking this out as well. That would be a lot easier. Ace is quite new to all of this. He's at college. He's only done 1 week so far, so I'm not going to leave him just to go for it, because I know that mistakes might be made. We're just going to get these tiles in now, and then I can then be with Ace supervising him. Pretty simple stuff, but anyone that's had an apprentice will understand what I'm going on about. We've already struck lines all the way through this roof. If you've already got these on site, is actually just get these in and then just work off of these tiles and strike your lines. If you've got a gable to gable, which we actually have in this situation, is just get the verge tiles on. Obviously you've got to make sure they're going to work, but we know that this is going to work full tile. That's as simple as that, really. Got another one here. So this one's pretty darn good actually, and the rails on there are lovely. So pop him up, get that located into there, pull him in. It's just great. Really, really, really impressed with it. Took me a little while to get used to. I had a little bit of a fuss, didn't I, Ace? I rang Marley up and I was like, it's not working. I rang my supplier up, not happy at all. I'm not really that happy with the condition of the tiles, but we've got, how many have we got? Like 20 that we're getting swapped out, various amounts of the left and the right. There's a lot of sacrifice, and sometimes you have to sacrifice time to make sure the job's right, because ultimately if it goes wrong or anything happens, we have to come back and put it right, don't we, Ace? We're not the quickest in the village, but we are definitely not the slowest. So there you have it. That's what we're getting up to. So we're putting these ones in. Absolutely rate this system. if when you get the tiles, they're good tiles, and there's not loads of imperfections going on there. Definitely get the system that it comes with. You cannot argue with how good this is. It's great. It's such a good system, and it negates the need for all of these additional stainless clips and different creative fixings. They've already dealt with that at the source. The manufacturer of the tile has literally put a rail in the tile. It's cast into it for that very reason, and it works. Try not to walk up the roof, mate.